Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Samp&Chance Wrestling. We have been gone for about a week and a half. Holidays were great. Mr. Michaels, welcome back. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Yourself?
Good, man. Rested, but tired. Does that make any sense?
Time change.
It's not the time change. It's just like we went away and it was a beautiful time, but where we were central to everywhere.
Yeah.
So central is great, but 1.5 hours this way, 1.5 hours that way, 1.5 hours that way.
Doing a
I
lot
mean,
of activities.
a lot of activities, and I mean, for me, I have been I've been there before many a times. In fact, I used to live out there,
Yeah.
so it wasn't that big of a deal. But for the family, they'd never seen Niagara Falls, they'd never seen this, so it was kind of like going around everywhere, being a tourist, kind of again. Uh, but I'll be honest, man, I saw a lot of shit that I never saw when I lived there,
Yeah, that's cool.
which is weird, right? It just the driving was a lot, but I mean, spending time with the kids and the family, and you know what, amazing. Just
All in all,
yeah,
a good time.
absolutely good time. And you know what, we stayed in Canada. We didn't go anywhere else, and it was good. It was nice. It was There's so
Nice.
much to do in our country if we're willing to put the time in.
Oh yeah, it's big, beautiful country. Lots to see here.
And the more you get out of the metropolises, the better the country gets. I'm going to say that straight up.
Yeah, I agree.
Shame on Vancouver's lake game, BC's lake games. I haven't been to many lakes out here outside of their general area,
Mhm.
but man, the lakes out there is something special.
Nice.
Oh wow, just so beautiful. But hey, we missed the SummerSlam review very quickly before we get to Forbidden Door, which is happening this weekend in London. And incidentally, it seems like the WWE is going to be in the UK at the same time as well now because they got their Clash in Paris. So for the next 2 weeks, WWE is going to be in Europe leading up to that as well. So yeah, Forbidden Door. Quickly, SummerSlam. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it?
I thought night two was better than night one, definitely. But overall, it wasn't too bad. It was good.
Yeah, it's a good show. I mean, it delivered. It was I don't know if I like two nights. I think I like one
So we
night.
need that to Royal Rumble and stuff now too. They're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I hope not because what one night will be the women's rumble, the second night will be the men's rumble.
Probably.
It's just I don't know, man. Too much is too much, right? I can accept 2 nights of WrestleMania, but from what I'm understanding, they want to have two WrestleManias at one some point now.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it. They did. McMahon has an interview on TMZ that's going to come out, but they gave a little bit of a clip of it, and he took a
Yeah.
shot. It took a shot at TKO and Triple H.
Well, I mean,
And you can see, I'm kind of glad he did because all he said was this. I don't know if you saw it. He said they talk. It's an interview about Hogan, right? And he's like, larger than life. They've only showed about 45 seconds. The full interview is coming out, I think, in a week or so.
yeah.
And McMahon said, "I wouldn't have booked Hogan like that. You don't just throw him out there. That wasn't well done." So he definitely is. He's definitely not liking what he's seeing, but he sugar. He still took us a little shot at those boys.
Well, I mean, I don't, you know what? I mean, his style was different. The way wrestling was delivered was different. It was accessible. Everything, was easier for the fan to
So
enjoy.
he's slowly coming out little by little. He's getting a little more comfortable. The lawsuits, behind him a little bit. He's
Yeah,
slowly coming.
no, totally. And I
You're
want
going
to
to hear a
bring,
lot. I can
well,
see it in his face. If you watch the clip, you're going to see a lot more criticism coming at
yeah. Well,
his
listen, I want to talk
son-in-law.
about Forbidden Door, but before we go there, I got to bring something up just because of what you're saying here now. Okay.
Mm,
If you can give me a quick second, I'm just going to bring up this little note that I have here. So we're in Canada, okay,
mm.
and we're lucky in essence because everything is on Netflix for us and one stop.
Yeah,
Okay, but in the States, it's a little different. Are you ready for this?
hear it.
Okay, so if you watch Raw on Netflix, okay, plan with ads, it starts at $7.99. Okay, which works out to be $95 a year for Netflix just to watch Raw.
Okay,
Okay, USA Peacock SmackDown, you're looking at about $131.88 roughly to have USA Peacock to watch SmackDown. Okay. ESPN or YouTube WWE PLEs, now that they're going to be going there for next year. This is in 2026, okay? For the
mm.
fan, you're looking at $30 a month or $359 a year for ESPN Plus to watch the pay-per-views.
So they're not going to include pay-per-views on Netflix anymore.
No, but we will in the States.
In Canada.
In Canada, because we don't get ESPN, right? We don't get USA.
Yeah.
Everything they are basically, put it this way, man. Yearly. Now, it'd be $1,199.75 US dollars
To watch
to
that.
watch all the content from WWE.
I think WWE's making a big mistake by UFC pay-per-views going to be free now on Paramount, right? You buy the pack, Paramount Streaming Plus, you got the UFC pay-per-views. But WWE's saying, except if you're in the States, buy Netflix, buy Peacock, and then you got to buy the pay-per-view. I don't think that's a good idea. It's not going to work.
Just remember, the WWE Network was $9.99.
I know.
So from $10 a month, US viewers now will have to spend an average of about $1,500 to $2,000 a year if they want to watch all these shows, and that's just at home.
They should have included the PLEs with the Netflix and the Peacocks. So I don't think you should do it separate. It's not going to work good.
Well, I mean, we'll still get it on Netflix, right? You know, it still works for us, I guess, but it really sucks for the US market, man. I mean, they're really gouging them. They're gouging them hard. And I think the one benefit that we have in internet, we're still, even though we're right there, you know, I mean, we literally.
Did you see that picture of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon on the boat?
We want to talk about that when we get there, man. I want to talk.
I don't care about his body. He's an old man off steroids. Who cares? He's out of shape. I don't care. But you know what? You know what the part I found really funny? He's wearing the same shorts he wore 25 years ago on the beach with Steph. Dude, you make how many millions of dollars? Go buy yourself a new pair of shorts, bro.
You know what, though, man? A lot of these guys, sorry about that. A lot of these guys are stuck in their routine and, you know, what works. Like, for example, John Cena still rocking the same knee pads he wore 25 years ago. Billionaire. You'd figure, okay, buy new knee pads, but gear is gear. Whatever feels comfortable feels comfortable, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
that's why it was funny. Same shorts. Somebody took a meme of in 2025 got the same shorts.
Yeah, maybe he does. And you know what? I'll be honest, man. I mean, when I was working out heavy and stuff, I had the same shorts. When I started working out again, I pulled out those shorts because I know that blue Nike hoodie that I have and those gray Nike shorts that I wore when I trained are the most comfortable things to train in.
Yeah. So he's taking a little bit of heat.
You know what? People are just going to complain about everything. They're going to complain about his body. They're going to complain about this. But you know what?
I don't care about his body.
No, I get that. But why? Why would you pick on a man who's had heart complications, this and that? Like, seriously, just the amount of nitpicking.
I think they're picking on him. I think they're picking on him now. They wouldn't have done this a year or two ago because the product is so bad that his fanboys are turning on him now. So they're looking for an excuse to rip on the guy. That's how I
get it. I get it. But you know what? The man, look at the fact that the man sitting on a yacht with his family enjoying a holiday where you're sitting in your basement eating.
I agree.
Yeah. Right? That's my point, right? Like, I mean,
come on. He looks like an average 56-year-old man. What did he want? He's not on steroids.
Dude, even at 56.
He almost died from all this.
Look, exactly.
I had used steroids for 30 years and almost died because of steroids.
Even at 56, he still has great shoulders. He still has great arms. Right? Yeah, he's a little soft in the midsection, but he's limited to what he can do now.
Exactly. No, I don't know why people make a big deal about it.
You know, like, it's one thing to go after someone who. Okay, look, and this is going to sound horrible. I shouldn't even clip this, what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. Everyone shows so much, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Sympathy and concern for overweight people who are not willing to go to the gym, who are not willing to take care of their health, who are constantly eating fast food, McDonald's, and processed junk. Okay. And then they feel bad for them because they don't fit in a chair on a plane.
I know.
You're going to go after a guy who's still trying to work out.
I'm still in average shape. Not that bad.
Dude, I don't have those arms.
I just thought it was funny, the short thing.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right.
Let's get into Forbidden Door here, man. It's happening this weekend. It's the main show of the weekend. No one competing against it. So, I mean, AEW has the full market attention here. Let's start out with this match here. Will Ospreay, Darby Allin, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi versus Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Gabe Kidd, Young Bucks in a steel cage match. That's a lot of bodies in one match. Now, is this like a tornado style or is this a tag match?
I don't know how they're doing it, man, exactly. But it's going to be a lot of bleeding in there. Moxley's going to bleed out like a stuffed pig all over the place. I don't know what to expect on that. Like you said, there's a lot of bodies. There's only so much room in that ring. I don't know what they're going to do. But
well, that's the thing, right? There's too many people in this one. And there are a lot of big dudes in this match, too. Like, not massive dudes, but big dudes, nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do this one. They're calling it a lights out steel cage match, so I don't know what lights out means.
Lights out. I mean, probably whoever gets knocked out. I don't know. It's hard to say until
I
we
think it
actually
sounds like
see
they
the
let
match.
lights out and who's going to come down at random. I don't think they're going to have everybody start off all at once.
Maybe it might be like a war games type of style. I don't know, but I don't think it's that kind of a cage. It's just one cage, right?
Yes,
So
I think every couple minutes somebody's going to come down. I don't.
yeah. Now we're in the UK, so it makes sense that Osprey's in this match. I didn't know that he was cleared yet to come back. Interesting match to come back to,
Mhm.
considering. So,
Well, it's
who
not
do
too
you?
bad. You won't have to do as much work, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
a,
well, that's the thing. You
a
got
couple
enough bodies
bucks.
in there, but we're in a cage. And these guys are relentless, and they push the envelope pretty
Oh
hard,
yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
So, you got to take that into account. I tell you what, man, I think I'm gonna go with Moxley and crew on this one, just because they've been kind of losing a little bit. It's time to kind of, bring them up a bit. I don't know. You?
But then they go with Osprey and his buddy there. They get a big hometown pop
Yeah,
crowd.
fair enough. Fair
But
enough.
who knows?
All right.
I'm gonna go with Osprey.
Okay, I'm gonna go with
Osprey.
the Moxley crew, just for fun. All right, AEW World Championship, Hangman Page versus MJF. This should be actually a fun match, man. And MJF, I saw a picture of him. He posted something the other day. He looks great, man. He looks like in phenomenal shape. Like, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this guy's shredded right now. Hangman Page, MJF. I think MJF will lose this match with the advent of the Hurt Locker or Hurt Business coming in and interfering. You?
Yeah, they've been really pumping up MJF a lot lately. I don't know. I don't think Hangman Page is a great champion at all, to be honest. He's NXT guy to me at intercontinental level. I don't think he's championship material, to be honest. I don't know, man. I think he just got the belt though, so I think you're right. I think he is going to keep it. I think he's going to win clean though. But it's hard to say with Tony Khan. He's a very unpredictable booker, right? He
He
might just
is, but
MJ.
yeah, I will go with Hangman on this one myself. I don't know how it's going to happen,
Should
but I
be a
think
good match.
Hangman will win.
Technically, should be a good match because both good wrestlers. So from that perspective, yes, I just don't think Hangman Page is a heavyweight champion. If you're going to say this is your heavyweight champion, look at all the other guys you got: better, bigger, stronger, faster. I don't think Hangman's that dude. He's not that great on the mic either.
Fair play, fair play. All right. I mean, the logical sense would put it back on MJF. He hasn't had the strap in over a year and a bit, so he hasn't had any gold in a while, right? And he's
Mm-hmm.
kind of been lumbering
But
around from
Hangman
this
just
to
got
that.
off Moxley, right? You got to let
You,
him go with it a bit.
you got to let him run with it a little bit. It'd be too easy to take it off of him, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, from a Booker standpoint, I would say Hangman Page would be the right guy to do it. Okay. Women's championship, Toni Storm versus Athena. She is the Ring of Honor champion, I believe, still going into this match. Athena quietly doing her thing over at Ring of Honor, man. I wish Tony Khan would promote that promotion a bit more. A lot of good talent on that roster. There's a lot of good matches that happen over that way, but I don't think they show enough of it. And with all the TV contracts and everything that they have, you'd figure to give them a better billing, man, and a better time
I
slot.
think Tony Khan's probably think we have a hard enough time getting people watch AEW. We're not going to mess around with that indie crap. That's what I'm assuming he's thinking. Why
Yeah.
why try to pump that thing up, make that super popular? I know you own it. You got to get the big show going. That's what I'm assuming.
Well, you would think so, but I mean, at the same time, he's more of a Ring of Honor guy than he would be an AEW guy.
But the money's in the AEW though for him.
I
But yeah, I know
guess.
what you mean.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going Tony Storm. I think, just it doesn't make sense to take it off of her. She's a solid champion. If we're looking at marketability, like we said, we don't see enough of Athena.
Yeah, nobody knows who she is really that's watching it. So it gets her name out there. Now we know who she is. Now I never heard of her. So now we're talking
It
about
was Ember
her.
Moon in WWE.
Oh, her? Okay, yeah, I know
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
She
it gets
was
her name
Ember
out there
Moon.
in a big stadium,
Well,
big
let's see what
stage.
they
So
do. Let's see what they
yeah,
do with
but yeah,
her.
I'm with Tony Storm.
Okada versus Swerve Strickland for the AEW Unified Championship. Okada's had this thing for ages, man. I think it's time to switch it up. I'm going Swerve.
I hope Swerve wins it. Okada doesn't need the belt, dude.
No,
His
he
name
doesn't.
himself, right?
He's more of a
Should be a good
tournament
match.
guy, right? He's
He's
known.
definitely slowing down in the ring. He's definitely not what he used to be. He still puts on some good matches, but you could see he's slowing down. Swerve still goes. He's a lot younger too, right? Should be a good match though. I mean, in the ring, those big
Okay.
hard moves. Yeah, give it to Swerve. He
Yeah.
needs the
Okay.
belt.
So at this time, guys and gals, we don't know who these guys are going to be competing against, but the AEW Tag Team Championships, the Hurt Syndicate versus FTR or Rodito.
Maybe we're gonna find out on Dynamite.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will. We will find out if it's FTR or Bordito. Either way, I think the Hurt Syndicate walks away with this, man. He just
Oh, yeah, they have to. You can't let those guys be third. Yeah, you just got Bobby.
my only thing is if they lose it, then you open the door for Lashley to start going for the world championship, right? Now, this could potentially work in the favor of MJF. Say you put the strap on MJF, then you have a program with Bobby.
Yeah, because they can start turning on each other in the crew, right?
But they already turned on each other.
They turn on each other. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Hurt Business already turned on MJF. They told
okay, so that MJF match, I could see Hurt Business coming down and beating down MJF, keeping Hangman with the belt then.
Right? That or he wins and they lose the tag titles, and that opens the door for that feud, and that gets Lashley into
because you got Bobby's the biggest, strongest, best athlete on your roster by a mile. He's already almost 50 now. He looks great. You got to start using him at the top spot. So
well, that could be it, right? So let's see.
Yeah, take it all the way.
Yeah, all right. TBS Championship: Mercedes Moné versus Alex Windsor versus Penelope. Paris Phone versus someone from Stardom. So we basically have Monet, who's the champion, versus Alex Windsor, who's from AEW, Phone from CMLL versus someone to be there from Stardom, which is a Japanese promotion. So fatal four-way for this title.
From 4 different promotions.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, 3.
I don't like how WWE does cross-promotion stuff. I don't like how AEW does it, because to me, you're saying
but this is Forbidden Door, though. This is what it's about.
No, right? I know, but to me, it tells me that these promotions are on your level. So I just don't like how they do that. But I don't know who's going to win this match. But this could be what this is 25%, 25% each way. I don't know. Who do you think?
Look, I'm giving it to Mercedes only for the fact that she lost to Toni Storm, and they want to keep her strong. She's got 17 other belts that she has to defend.
Yeah.
Why take it off of her here, right? I mean, I'm looking at the names here. Who, unless it's someone, I don't even know who's coming from Stardom to be on that card, right? So
it's just a silly match that doesn't do anything. I guess it keeps her strong with all the belts, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you have to give it to Mercedes Moné, because these other 3 people you listen, nobody even knows who the heck they are.
Yeah. TNT Championship: Kyle Fletcher versus Hiromu Takanashi from New Japan. So yeah, here we go. TNA champion Kyle Fletcher defending against Tanahashi.
The guy can't talk on the mic at all. He's got no charisma, but heck, he can work a hell of a good match. He's a hell of an athlete, Kyle Fletcher. I actually enjoy watching him.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
be a good match.
I think Kyle Fletcher keeps this. So here's the interesting thing: if we're doing Forbidden Door, we're in the UK. Why aren't they not using it in the UK promotions?
Guess they feel it up to their standard. I don't know.
I don't know. Really, that's oddball, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good hard-hitting match. That's gonna be a strong style match.
Yeah.
Good steel show as far as in-ring work goes, but yeah, keep it with Fletcher.
So the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, which is the big belt from New Japan. Mm-hmm. Zack Sabre Jr., who is the current champion, versus Nigel McGuinness, the ring announcer, the commentator there for Dynamite. I mean, I guess AEW is the place to go when WWE says no, we're not going to clear you.
Daniel Bryan did it, yeah.
Right, Nigel's doing the same thing here. I mean,
when's the last time this guy's been in the ring?
Nigel was in the ring probably a few months ago.
Can he still go, or how's he look? I didn't see it.
He looked good. I think it was him and who did he fight? I can't remember. Was it Daniel Bryan? Yeah, he fought Daniel Bryan in New York.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, who they give it to?
Yeah. All right. Now, the one match that I'm actually really looking forward to. I guess just because it's nostalgia, I just want to see how they play this out, because those two are perhaps one of the brightest minds in wrestling, in my opinion, anyways. Adam Copeland, Christian Cage versus Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. The reunited. They're back, man. They're back together. Should be interesting.
I was never a fan of them as a tag team personally. Didn't really care for them. I'm not saying they're not good. They are very good. I'm not knocking. This wasn't my kind of thing. But I guess it's good that they're back. They got a big fan base, a big following. So hopefully people will tune in to watch it.
Their podcast was great too.
Ed is almost 50. Christian's late 40s. You got to bring this home sooner than later. Have them last a little run, and then You got to retire them and send them off because there's so much young talent at AEW. We keep using guys in their late 40s and 50s and stuff. And that your time runs out, you need to move on. It's a young man's game. It's nice to have some veterans around. Don't get me wrong, but like, yeah, the Edge and Christian are going to win this for sure. There's no way they can lose this. Their first match back. And how many years since they've tagged up? It's probably been 10 years, 15 years. I don't even know.
Oh God, they probably have not been together for the last since 2009. Let's just go that far when he retired, right? When he had to retire. So I mean, you're going that far back. So 2019, yeah, about 15, 16, almost 16 years.
That's a big thing for W. They got to market this right and play it right.
If they play it right, they can make a lot of money off of it, right? I mean, they can. I mean, it's just let's see what they do with it. But hey, man, that's your Forbidden Door card, man. So here's the question I have for you. Are we going 4 hours or 5 hours?
Oh, he's going to go 4.5.
Here's the beauty of it, though. It's in the UK, which means it's our afternoon.
Tony Khan's I saw him on an interview. I don't know who it was that interviewed him and didn't say anything about the Hogan tribute. They totally didn't even mention it to the guy. So he's only going on shows where I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming he's getting the questions firsthand and he's approving if he's coming on or not. He's being very careful how he moves.
Okay, so I'm glad you brought that up. I know, Hogan's at rest. He's now resting fully. The funeral is done. Not much came out of the funeral. We heard little tidbits about.
Well, I heard that they're saying that McMahon's speech was amazing.
Yeah, I heard that as well. So
he didn't sit with Triple H.
Well, whoever the case is, man.
That's what they're saying.
But I mean, it went down. Everything was beautiful. I just want to talk about Bret Hart very quickly here. And I sent you something that you saw that I sent to you. And it disturbed me to no end. He goes, WWE has no respect for me, he says. They didn't have a seat for me. I guess they had one for Kevin Nash. I'm just paraphrasing it. But I mean, come on, Bret.
But you didn't hear what Nash said?
No, I didn't follow up with that.
So Bret makes a lot of assumptions, right? Very paranoid guy. So he's assuming because Triple H and Nash are good buddies, he gets a seat. It's a fair thing to assume. However, when Nash heard that, he called up. Nash did on his podcast. He called up Bret and said, "Hey, Bret, I didn't get a seat. I paid for my seat. Didn't have a seat for me. That I paid for it."
Well, according to Bret, he said they asked him to come down. They invited him down, and then when he
same thing with Nash, but they had to buy your own seat. It's not. See, Bret's thinking this is Vince McMahon days, where if you're a buddy of his, or we'll give you a seat. No. These guys want you to pay for your seats. Now, Nick Hogan probably got a seat because his dad just passed away. They did a tribute, right? But it's how it is, Bret. You got the money, you pay.
Yeah, but Bret didn't even pay any condolences or said anything. Like even
the only thing he said about Hogan is that you figure they'd appreciate me more now that Hogan's gone.
Well, that's it. What kind of? But that's nothing. That's horrible. It's a thing to say. Like, why would people appreciate you more after the icon's gone? Like, what makes you think you're that next thing?
He's not. He's not even close to Hogan's popularity.
You've proven in your retirement to be so bitter. Like I didn't expect this from Bret in retirement. I really didn't. I didn't expect him to be so delusional and so far out of his mind when it comes to this.
He's bitter because he lost a lot of money. And that's
not his fault.
At Goldberg, he's pissed at Triple H. Dude. You saw him snub Triple H's handshake at the Hall of Fame.
I did. I saw that. Look, here's the reality of it, man. You do business, okay? The Montreal screw job, that's as much on you as it is on anybody. You forced everyone's hand. No one's bigger than the business, okay? No one's going to hurt you. So the reality of it is you lose the title in a nice way. He had the option of losing it on Monday Night Raw. He didn't want to lose in Montreal. Fine. Lose the strap in Buffalo the next night.
Wouldn't do it.
Right? He wouldn't do it. So what's the big deal? You're dealing with a guy here, or McMahon, who's already had 2 of his titles taken to the other promotion and thrown in a garbage can.
Not gonna have that ever again.
Right? So obviously he's gonna be guarded because he knows what those guys are gonna do. Right? I mean, and I don't know, man. It just bothers me because I mean,
he hates Goldberg. He hates Triple H. He's never going to get over it, man.
Well, you know what?
Goldberg and Triple H moved on 25, 30 years ago, and Bret cannot.
And Bret's going to be that old man sitting on the porch complaining about the kids playing in the yard.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what he's turning into. All right. Karrion Kross, man. Since we've been gone, a lot of hype on him, everything. Lost at SummerSlam. And that was a telltale sign that, okay, this guy probably might not be coming back because if they were going to keep him and push him, he would have probably won. But he's gone. Now he's on this book tour. which is heavily supported by WWE. So the question I have for you, my friend, is this a work or is this legit? Because
No,
I
it's
almost feel we're going into an era now where the work is the work. Does that make
no, it's
sense?
legit. What it is he, you lose to Sami Zayn twice, you know you're not coming back. Now they offered him a contract, but it was lower than what he's getting paid now, so he said no. So they didn't want him back. But then now they can cover it by saying, "Well, we offered you a con." They didn't want his wife there at all, but saying we offered you a contract, you said no because it was a lot more than he gets now. So I don't
Well,
blame him,
no,
but
apparently the money was good.
not as good as it was. You got a pay cut. You take a pay cut, they don't want you. You get a increase, not a decrease.
Well, either way, he said that he asked to see the evaluation of it and they didn't show it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, how's this breakdown? What's the value? Now, here's my thing, and I want to bring this up because I've thought about this. And, when he was there the first time, and I'm saying the first time because he was released, McMahon released him before he left.
Yep.
Right? Triple H brought him back, gave him every opportunity in the world, put him in a faction with AOP, put him with the legend, Paul Ehrling, right? It still couldn't gain any traction with that group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, why is it that anytime a wrestler's contract is coming up, then everyone buys into that person? Right?
Fair point. Yeah.
Like, I mean, no one cared about Karrion Kross, no one cared about R-Truth for the longest time until their contract was up. And now all the talk is about, oh, Karrion Kross, you did him wrong. No, you didn't do him wrong. I'm sorry. I mean, the guy had 2 chances at the game and he couldn't gain the traction. And he started picking up a little bit of steam near the end. But I mean, how can you? It's kind of like a hockey player playing his greatest hockey in the last year of his contract.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we seen that where a guy has an outstanding season in any of the major sports, gets the money, and then he looks like he did before he got the money in the following year?
Yeah. I think a bit of it is Triple H thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. And I'm going to get at what I mean by that. He keeps bringing back these guys that got released. So he's basically, I know better than the old man. I'm bringing back Rusev, absolute flop. He brought back Hit Row, an absolute flop. I won't call Kross an absolute flop, but it didn't get over well. So he's bringing all these guys that got released because he feels he can do better with them. He's doing the exact same thing with them. Nothing. The Kross thing, I don't mind that they didn't give him a raise. He's 40 years old. I didn't realize how old he was. I thought he's like mid-30s. He looks great for his age. Now, does he have a lot of talent? Yes. Did they book him? Great. No. But at the end of the day, he is 40 years old. I mean, I have no problem with it. He's never going to be a top guy. He'll be good in AEW for a bit, maybe go somewhere like that. But he looks pissed off. You saw the interview with Earl Hawani. He could tell his arm across is over. He's not happy about it, but it's a business, man. You can't. Not everybody can stick around. You're 40 years old. It's time.
Okay. From the time they released the AOP and Paul Ehrling, how many matches? I don't even know if he had any matches before the Sammy ones. Everything he was doing was backstage. I'm racking my brain.
Yeah, right, I think he had a couple, but I can't remember. But yeah, he was
looking at the internet and trying to look it up.
Ari should tell Triple H, you're not bringing back these middle card guys anymore. We're not paying for it. You're not doing it. So cut it out. Develop the guys you got now. Stop bringing back Rusev. Why would you bring back Rusev? He's never been over. He's never going to be over.
Well, he had Rusev Day. Huh? He had Rusev Day. He was over.
Yeah, but it's like he's done now. He's almost 40. It's like nobody cares anymore. His time's up. We got to move on. The thing about wrestling, it's very fast. On to the next thing really quick here. So I have no problem with it. The internet is all pissed off about it, but I don't blame WWE. I would have kept them myself, but I'm not losing anything. And the R-Truth thing, now he's back to R-Truth again.
Well, here, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. So the worst heel change in the history of wrestling has to be John Cena now.
Yeah.
Okay. That thing fumbled. Even Cena admitted that first promo that he did, he failed.
He's not a bad guy. He's too good of a guy.
No. But even he said that first promo that he did as a heel, when he came back as a heel, that one that he did on Raw, he said he completely failed on that.
Mm-hmm.
It was like ruthless aggression days for him there. Like he couldn't find the groove. He couldn't find the vibe that they were wanting him to find to do it. And he tried his best, but he failed. And he goes, that's okay. You learn from it. He did get comfortable in the role. But man, the way they just pulled the rug underneath it, and this is because of that Travis Scott and Rock. they messed up that whole program. Those two guys, because of their own bitterness towards each other now, apparently, they messed up that whole program, and they did a complete 180 and made Cena back to Cena again, right? I mean, it's kind of odd. And then what do? You take R-Truth, a guy that had all this controversy. No one's even talking about the guy. He's now back in catering where he usually was for outside of his odd segment. He's now old Truth again.
I know.
It's just like a horrible segment. And then Brock came back. We haven't talked about that. We haven't been on the air since Brock.
Before we move on to the Brock thing, it's what I call schizophrenic booking. Triple H and Tony Khan, in my opinion, I'm not disputing Triple H is an all-time great wrestler. Nobody can deny that. He's a top 15, whatever you want to call him. Maybe top 10. Horrible booker, and he's never been creative. The one thing Bret Hart said about 10 years ago is the guy's never had a creative idea in his life. And I agree. Just watch his booking. It's absolutely horrible. He doesn't know what he's doing. First of all, if you're going to let John Cena turn heel, I said it on the show, you're dressing like a face still. He's wearing the same colorful clothing, a friendly guy, and you want us to believe he's a bad guy. When Hogan went heel, guess what he did? He made his beard black. He put on the motorcycle boots. He looked like a jerk. And Hogan is more of a jerk than Cena, so it's believable when Hogan's heel. It's not believable that John Cena's a heel because he's a nice guy. If he would have said, up yours to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, I wish I never would have done that. I hate those kids. Man, that's heat. That would have made it believable. Then change your clothes. He's wearing jean shorts and purple and yellow shirts. It's not believable. He did cut some wicked promos, don't get me wrong, but it just never was believable because the people backstage cannot write.
Well, look, they made his entrance kind of heelish, right? But they didn't change the gear because they saw how much money they were making off of it.
Don't put him heel then.
Yeah, exactly, right. But
Hogan changed his colors, red and yellow.
No, I know, black and white. I know, but that NWO shirt just sold like hotcakes, right? So
I know. But what I'm saying is, you don't have the people backstage that know what they're doing creatively. This is schizophrenic booking. I think Raw last night was unwatchable. I had to shut off. It was terrible. You're watching. It's like an indie show now. It's like Triple H trying to put AEW style. It's like
I was watching it as well. And
the same ending every time somebody comes out, Roman Reigns or CM Punk, the same sort of ending every time. Like, guys,
I know.
And now they're focusing on CMLL or Triple A or whatever they call them, that Mexican promotion. Like, you guys can't even write a good Raw.
I want to talk about that very quickly. I know you didn't watch it on Saturday.
No, I don't watch that.
I watched it. Okay, and I'll be honest. I'm going to be really, really honest here. It was a fun show to watch as a wrestling fan. I'm not talking about promotions. I'm not talking about a podcaster. I'm not talking about a person being analytical. Just as a fan, and I watched it with the Mexican commentating.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even watch Corey Graves, JBL. I watched it with the Mexican commentating for a purpose. My reason was this. I just wanted to watch wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay. And I know enough Spanish. I understand enough Spanish to get by. I can understand more than I can speak Spanish. I'll be really clear with that, right? So I could get the tidbits, but I mean, I feel that in my time as a wrestling fan, I should be able to watch any wrestling without commentating and still get the value that I'm looking for. Right? It was a fun show, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a fun show because I didn't have to think about it. I just watched wrestling. Okay. Omos came back. He was on the show.
Good.
Right. He won the Battle Royal or whatever that was. Best segment of that show had to be Microman. Microman is the guy. I don't care what anybody says. This dude is smaller. He's smaller than Hornswoggle.
Oh, wow.
All right. He's like mini-me. He's that size.
Yeah.
He's like Kid Rock and Joe C.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't see it.
He's that small. Go back and watch it. It's King Kong Bundy WrestleMania 3.
That kind of thing, yeah.
Where he beat he kicked the little bastard, man. I felt bad for him. But that Microman took it like a champion. It was fun. The card was fun. It was just wrestling, right? AAA has good wrestling. It does. It just, and if you don't know who's who and you're just watching it for the wrestling, man, it was a fun show. I have to give it that. I'm gonna give it that prop. Whatever you may think or whatever other people may think, that's great. I get it. But just from a wrrestling perspective, it was a fun show, man.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
There's other promotions that have fun stuff. But my thing is, if you're the NFL, why are you bringing in CFL and the USFL and the Arena Football League guys? If you're telling me WWE is the best, we're the best play, and you got these average Joes coming in there, it waters it down.
Well,
And
hey,
to me, you
well,
guys
well,
can't even write Raw and SmackDown properly. You guys want to book TNA, you guys want to book AAA. Focus on the main shows here, guys, because last week's Raw had 926,000 live viewers. That's the lowest rating in Raw ever for live viewers. It's
well,
getting bad.
hey, again, bro, we can go
Now
back
they're
and
now
forth.
it'll be like 1.6 million when you get the people that watch it after the show.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for
yeah.
live viewers, it's the lowest rated Raw ever.
Well, look, I'll tell you what, man. I tried to watch it because again, here's the one thing when and I want to talk about this. Ladies and gentlemen, Pacific West Coast time is the best time zone to live in.
Oh yeah.
And hands down. Okay. And I now can even say that with even more confidence. I went to my television in Ontario at 5 o'clock on Monday and turned on like where's Raw?
Mm.
Because it starts at 8 p.m. there.
Yeah, it's late.
Right. So I'm like, oh man, like I'm trying to watch this there and it's hard because I'm like, fuck, it's already 11. What's going on? Like, it's like
Mm.
the time difference, man. We're lucky out here. Honestly, we're lucky when it comes to boxing, wrestling, all the major sports, Super Bowl, you name it. It works in our favor.
A lot of
It's
people are pissed that are going to SmackDown now and bringing their kids because if you go to Ticketmaster, you see Cody Rhodes, you see Cena, you see Orton. When you buy the SmackDown tickets, they're not saying they're there, but you think they'll be there in the picture. You go, none of these stars are there. It's a bunch of Axiom and Machine Gun guy, whatever they call Motor City Machine Guns. You don't see Orton or Cena or Cody because you think when you're buying it, they're on the picture in the background of Ticketmaster. They're not there. That's cheesy, man. That's gay. That's pathetic. Take them off or say or just advertise who's going to be there and don't make people think that it's like going to watch the Lakers. You bring a kid to see LeBron James and Luka Doncic and they're not there. Same kind of thing. It's not cool.
no,
A lot of people are pissed with that. I don't blame them.
no, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I tell you what, it was nice to have a break and to be able to kind of watch some of the stuff over the last 2 days now since I've kind of got back into it since this weekend.
Mm.
Yeah, we need to fix some things in wrestling. I can see that now, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's hard when
Understatement.
you're dude when you're watching it all the time. The amount that we process, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and with all due respect to you, brother, man, I think I take in more than you do.
Oh, 100%. I don't want to take it anymore.
Right, I take in a lot more because I'm kind of spread out a bit more with the WSN. And guys, again, WSN, we're part of that network. Make sure to check us out there as well. You can get
Mm.
all our content there as well.
I'll do Raw, I'll do SmackDown, I'll do Dynamite, and a little
Yeah.
bit. That's it. I'm not doing any more of that.
Yeah, so because I'm kind of doing a lot of stuff with WSN now as well, I'm kind of having to watch a little bit more just to kind of keep up with these guys. I did this thing, actually I did one thing while I was away. Okay, so Saturday afternoon, we had a quiet day.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew was having a soccer tournament. Only in Ontario, they're gonna have a soccer tournament for 6-year-olds in 35-degree weather.
They do that out here too if it's hot, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Right? Like it's insane. So I'm sitting out there in the sun while all the kids are playing in bouncy castles in between their
Yeah.
matches. And I get this message saying we need someone really bad to come and join us for this game show that we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, all right, let me go talk to the bosses. They said, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
go for it. So I went back to the condo, I set up, and I did this game show called WrestleBrania, which will be out on September 5th. Hopefully we can get a copy of it and we'll put it out on our thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Great time I had, man. It was me and the professor
Yeah.
versus a guy called Brock
Yeah.
and Jillian Hall from the WWE.
Nice.
The former Divas champion. So it was 2 against 2. So
Nice.
it was a bunch of games that we played. It's like a game show, 2 teams,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That's fun.
And
Concept.
yeah, but we all have our own individual points.
Mm-hmm.
So we did about 4 to 5 different games, and yours truly won. I beat
Nice.
them all. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not saying that I'm more knowledgeable, but that one last game, the 20 questions game, put
Mm-hmm.
me over the top. But hey, Samp&Chance, baby, we won the
Nice.
first inaugural one, right? So
Awesome.
that's the one thing that I did that over there that was content related, but otherwise
That's
I did
fun.
nothing. It was good, man. I tell you what, we're back in the flow. We got Forbidden Door coming up this weekend. Next week we will give you our thoughts and predictions on Clash in Paris. That card's shaping up nicely. We haven't really talked about it. We'll save that for next week.
Yeah.
But we haven't talked about Brock. I want to talk about Brock because he's back, baby. He's back.
It's good. I love it. It's been too
Internet's
long, but
killing him. They're like, "Oh, can you bring him back? Oh, he didn't do nothing wrong, people."
I know. I
Okay.
know. They don't like a Brock kind of guy. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, good athlete. They want to see Sami Zayn and guys
Yeah.
like that. But
Well,
I'm
you
glad
know
he's
what?
back.
Brock
But
puts
the crowd was going crazy when he came out.
crowd loved it. They
Oh yeah,
wanted him, and this I'm looking forward to the Brock Cena. This is the last one. They're probably ever going to tangle in, so it's kind of good.
they
And
have a
this was
good
at
rivalry.
Cena's request.
Yeah,
This
and
was Cena,
who else to spoil John Cena's retirement party to the biggest, baddest man in pro wrestling?
dude, and this was Brock John's request. He wanted Brock back.
Yeah, I'm
So
glad
you
he
know
did.
what? Things are clearing up for Mr. McMahon if we're seeing Brock back in the ring. But it's just funny to see how this internet, and I think I'm only getting more and more, and I'm mentioning these IWC people more and more because of the disrespect they showed Hogan, right? I'm not saying you're wrong if you don't like Hogan. Not everyone is likable. There's people who
Exactly.
like, some of the people that I like and adore are people that other people loathe and hate, so to speak, right? So I
Yeah,
mean, that's fine. I get it. Hogan did bad stuff. I get it. He said bad stuff. He never did anything bad
yeah. He
that
said,
I know of. I'm
Mhm.
still trying to figure out what he did bad, like outside of the bad verbiage that he used and the comments that he made. If that's all they're referring to, then
That's
this
it.
refer to it as comments, not he did this, he did that. What else did he do?
I don't know. Ric Flair's son that he's broke as hell. He got a couple hundred G's off the guy, and they offered it.
Right?
I doubt Ric Flair paid him back all of that.
But I'm just saying, what did
No,
he do
he's a good guy.
physically?
Yeah,
He never hurt anyone
great to all
physically.
the fans that came up to him all the time.
He was always great. There's so many things that he did for people outside of wrestling that people don't even know about. And unfortunately, those good things only come out when you die.
How much money did he make everybody in wrestling? This being on the Hulk Hogan card, you get paid more because more people in the crowd.
Dude, everyone
Mm-hmm.
got a bump and pay when Hogan was on the card. You
Yep.
wanted Hogan on the card, hate him or love him as an athlete or as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
The man paid everyone.
Yep.
Everyone got extra. Everyone was able to buy the PlayStation 5.
Yep.
Had that extra money to do those things, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, stop shitting on the guy, man. He's dead. Let him go.
Yeah, if he was still alive, then whatever, say what you want. But after the guy's dead, yeah, they're
Just stop. Like stop.
I
And
think
he
Mike
stop.
Tyson said it best when he asked about Hogan because they're friends. He's like, "So what? We all said crazy stuff." That's pretty much what he said. He said, "Sorry, what else do you guys want from the guy?" You know what I mean?
No, I get it. And also the New Day
And the
refused to
reason,
come out.
wait, I was gonna say that the reason why Roman Reigns didn't come out there was because they told him we don't want you to come out there because it might break your character. I don't know
Exactly.
why. That makes sense. But New
The
Day
same with Taker, though. Same with Taker, though.
Mm-hmm.
When he was immersed in the character, when Paul Bearer died, okay,
Didn't
you
come
thought,
out.
okay, Taker. He never came out. The only time he came out was at the end. I think at the Hall of Fame or something when he did his little thing,
Yeah,
something like that. But it was
yeah.
all
New Day
character
refused to come
work,
out with those comments. What's up with them? I
right?
guess
It's just the way it works, right? I mean, but hey, New Day refused to come out.
they refused to come out. Yeah.
Like give it up, guys. Honestly, like enough's enough.
Couple guys in there, I think the funny comments like, "Who? Who are those guys? What?" You know what I mean? Like taking the shot. They'll never be the stars Hogan ever was. Nobody knows who these guys are in the grand scheme of things. Everybody knows who Hulk Hogan is,
Hey,
wrestling fan or not.
look, you know what?
Pop culture icon.
So Karrion Kross. I mean, we didn't really.
Didn't Xavier Woods wasn't he caught on that video having a three with Brad Maddox and Paige?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, so you're a great guy there, Woods. Yeah,
In the locker room.
yeah. Okay.
So good for you guys, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
wow.
okay. Everyone's high fiving for that. I mean, again, it was consensual. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah, no, I didn't say anything wrong,
but
it's not a good character and moral look.
well, you're gonna rake Vince under the coals
Mm-hmm.
and say all these things and hear how the roster is doing the same thing. They just didn't get caught. Hey, very quickly, Naomi relinquishing the title last night on Raw, man. She's off to have a baby. Now,
Don't think she planned it that way.
huh?
I don't think she planned it that way.
No, I don't think she planned it that way either. But dude, okay, I think that was the highlight of Raw for me last night.
She came out there, yeah. Who's
That
she with?
promo she cut,
Oh, right?
the promo was phenomenal.
Yeah, who's she with? Uso?
Big Jim, man.
Yeah.
And
Which one's that? Is that the one that gets all the DUIs? Or is that Jay?
Well, Jay's main event. He's the guy on Raw.
No,
Big
but who's
Jim.
the one that gets all the DUIs?
I think they split even 50-50. Let's just leave it at that.
Jeez, man.
But the way she came out, okay, she maintained her character. I
She
love
did.
that,
Did a good job.
right? She did a great job. I knew she wanted to get sentimental. I knew she wanted to
Mhm.
cry and feel, all that emotion. But her one line to all the heifers in the back, there's
Mhm.
one person you can thank for this. Big Jim. Right? Like just the way she said it all and everything, right? And she says, like, I'll be back in 9.5 months, and I don't care if I have to have, if I have to be breastfeeding my baby.
Yeah.
I'm coming back for my title, right? So the way she cut it, the way she did it, it's great. It opens the door now. Let's see where they go with this. We were talking about younger talent. Let's see what they can do with this, right?
That's time now, yeah.
Right. And now, so we got that as well. I wanted to mention that as well. All right, guys and gals, I tell you what, I think we've talked a lot. But very quickly, I just want to get your thing. Karrion Kross, real or work?
It's 100% real. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I want to believe it's real, but just because the way that we've been seeing business being done, and my telltale sign is this: the book that he's promoting, the book that he's on tour with, okay, it's completely funded by WWE publications.
They might have already agreed upon prior to this.
Pardon?
They might have had this agreement in place prior to him not coming back.
Well, no, I mean, if they weren't having him come back, why would he be promoting a WWE book?
It might just be a good faith thing. Like, hey, we said we'll pump it up.
Maybe.
I don't know.
You know what? I'm going to say it's a work just because I think we're in that era now of work works.
Could be. I don't think so, but you could be right. We're going to find out.
All right. Well, we'll see. Like I said, if he comes back, I think he'll probably come back in like, probably Survivor Series or something, or do something. Maybe come back and cost Sammy, whatever the US title that he's going for against Solo. I don't know, but I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of Karrion Kross. And you know what? He might come back bald as Killer Kross. I mean, that's his claim to fame. So
And I kind of think they didn't have much for him. Losing to Sami Zayn lets me believe that they're done with you, but we'll see.
well, we will see. We will see. All right. I am Bobby Sampson. He is Mr. Chance Michaels.
And in the words of the great ACDC, those that download, like, subscribe to the podcast, we salute you.
We do salute you guys. Thank you so much. We had a great holiday. We're back in full effect. We got boxing coming up this Thursday. We got a whole bunch of other stuff coming up as we go along here. So stay tuned. WSN, check us out on there as well.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful network. It's got everything. They got movies, man.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
They got documentaries. They're getting crazy with the Patreon. They got so many different things going on. So, I think we've joined the right team at the right time for our wrestling.
Yeah.
And a bunch of awesome dudes. So yeah, make sure to check us out there as well. We'll send you all the information and the links in the descriptions. And I think that's it, brother, man.
Yeah.
Samp&Chance, here we are, man. The summer's coming to an end. So get your last couple of weeks in. Enjoy the sun wherever it is. I haven't seen it here since I've come back.
It's going to be 30 degrees this weekend. 32 degrees is going to be cooking up.
I hope so, man. Like I said, we haven't seen anything I haven't, coming back from such a hot place and coming back to the cold and the rain. But you know what? It's okay. I don't mind. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weather. Enjoy your family. Don't stop working hard. Believe in yourself and have faith in your own abilities. Samp&Chance are out.